We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thịnh, vì thứ pháp hội cập nhật thiết chúng sanh, tịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã môn, như há liêu sanh thọ tư ly khổ đạc lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đan Thô Sư Chế Đô Ye Ở La Hơ Đi San Miao San Pu Tô Xế. Nam mô Thác Đạc Tha Tô Già Đà Cha A La Hà Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tòa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I am able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual doctrines. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai jian wan jie nan zao yu wo jin jian wen de shou qi Yun Jie Ru Lai Che Shu Yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Jing Liang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good knowing advisors, Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨尽量大士，师父上人各位出家人各位善知识，弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Thượng Thiện Hóa, quý thầy cô và các vị thiện sĩ Thích Ca Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 6th of March 2026. Thank you for joining our discussion of the prologue to the Avatamsaka Sutra. I'm really still amazed at how many people still stick around after all these years. How long have we been doing this? 4 years now? Too long, you asked me. It's so much pressure. I was hoping to tell you the truth. I was hoping people fall off and I will switch topics. But it seems like it's a steady group of people now in Korea, in California, in everywhere, okay? Even people actually listen to our Avatamsaka Sutra lectures online and they like it. It's kind of weird, okay? So it's humbling an experience for me because I didn't expect to last this long. It's a struggle for me personally, let me tell you. As much as I know it's not easy for you here in the US, people have to work, and then on Friday nights they have to come rush to and listen to the Sutra lecture, fight the traffic. And then in Asia, it's Saturday morning. What are you doing? Saturday afternoon, what are you doing? You should be taking it easy and relax and enjoy the weekend, okay? So, but thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate your sticking around. All right. it gets more difficult for me because it gets into deeper and deeper teachings of Avatamsaka Sutra, and it's it really, the more you look into it, the more the kind of better perspective you have in terms of knowledge, in terms of wisdom. Okay, the thing that ordinary people think to be so cool, scientists and geniuses out there, compared to the ultimate wisdom here in Avatamsaka Sutra, is like night and day. It's fascinating to me. Okay, so I admit to you, I need to confess to you, I don't get it, but the fact we're able to keep on looking into it, we get a little bit more each time, and that's the way it's supposed to work. All right. Last week, we were at the end of door number 2, and I'm told the two more slides, one more slide, 2 more slides I did not go into. And I quickly went through it. Why did I quickly go through it? Because we ran out of time, or I ran out of ideas? Okay, a combination of both. But anyway, so I was asked to look at the last 2 slides again and make sure I did not say anything. It doesn't matter, folks. I don't get it, you don't get it. We pretend to get it. Okay. It says here, 1855, the final 2 doors are properly the state of a flower adornment, diffuse with and take in the preceding 8, so they too are not apart from function of a flower adornment.
后之2门正是华严境界，容取前8，亦不离华严之用。
Okay, I think we went through this already. Basically, we went through 9 states, and the last 2 doors they really refers to the prior 8 doors, refer to the wisdom before Avatamsaka Sutra, meaning that people lower levels. Avatamsaka Sutra wisdom would be door number 9 and 10, and when you look at that, you see that truly, I want you to understand, we should be mindful of the wisdom involved here, meaning that what are door number 9, number 10? I don't remember anymore. Okay, but 8, okay, is, and 9, what is 9? The above doors exhaustively penetrate the 3 boundaries, meaning that all the wisdom that was before that, they are valid throughout the 3 periods of time. Okay, so here is the concept of if you really have wisdom, you would not be stuck on time. You're not stuck on the past, present, and the future. And yet, that's what our world is. We plan, we learn from the past, okay, and then we plan for the future, and we try to maximize the pleasure and the happiness in the present time. Yeah? That's how the human existence is. But in Avatamsaka Sutra wisdom is no more discrimination about time. Okay, that's door number 9. Anyone? Okay, so therefore, and 10 is all 9 preceding doors are multi-layered and infinite with respect to place and with respect to time, and there's no before, there's no after. Okay, so now not only are we talking about 9, the no more time discrimination, now we're talking about infinitely multi-layered. And each layer has its own cause and effect, has its own conditions. Okay? And respect to place and time, meaning not only just no discrimination about time, but also place. Okay? It's no before, no after. And that's no more discrimination about time, no more sequence, no more places restriction. You understand that the wisdom that you will be able to unfold in yourself is free from all those constraints of time, place, sequences, and it's multi-layered. Okay, if you think you understand, it's only one layer. And you cultivate more, all of a sudden you understand one more layer, and more layers, and more layers. It's fantastic, the depth that you all are capable of. I know you don't believe me. You really, me? Yeah, you, all of us. It's so cool. If only you allow yourself to take advantage of it. Ordinary people say, nah, I don't believe it, and that's it. You cut yourself off from your own Buddha nature. You think you know, okay? So learning Avatamsaka Sutra is sort of like becoming more humble. Say, I didn't know about that. Oh, is it really possible? And it's possible because if you only allow yourself to say, yes, maybe. And that's all we have to do. It's not supposed to be understanding, but it's about maybe. Okay? There's things about life that we don't get. It's only our ego says, I don't believe it because you can't prove it to me. It's always I. Okay? You simply allow the I to disappear. All right? That's very simple. When you look in your daily life at the people who are always I at the center of the world, they're very limited. Notice that. That's all. It's not a judgment against them. It's not criticizing them. Just realize beware of their limitations. They can only go so far because always the I that intercepts everything and that confines everything to an area, to a cubicle where they can understand, a cocoon where they can understand. When that's how they live their lives, because they want control, they want, especially like women like to control men. Men like to control the world. Okay? And we like to control you. Teachers want to control students. Got that? So it's control. All right? Yeah, cool? Huh. Okay, any questions? And that's the end of door number 2. Yes, 9.
Master, when we do the translation, it has to go through my brain. So how do I not involve the I? Like, what if I don't know what it means? How do I translate it?
You do the best you can.
I mean, can we pray to the Buddhas for help or something?
Even if you pray to the Buddhas for help, the Buddha helps you, I still don't get it. So you better pray to the Buddhas for me. So selfish. Can I pray Buddha to help me? It doesn't matter. Yes, go for us.
Hello, Master. Recently I took refuge and I was given the name Ruhung. So I have 2 questions. The first question is, what's the definition of the name given?
Go ahead, Xin, go ahead, explain. She's Chinese. I have no idea, to tell you the truth. It's just Chinese. What do you expect? What do you want from me? Go ahead, Xin.
So I've learned that whenever we ask those questions from Master always told us that you will find out.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Okay, what's number 2?
Well, the second question is, if there is, and what is, the question is, what's the difference between a person having an old soul and a new soul?
A new soul?
Old soul?
Old soul? What's that?
Yeah.
North Korea?
Like
Huh? What's that?
soul, como un alma.
Huh? Sorry.
S-O-U-L, soul.
S-O, Seoul. Oh, like the capital of Korea. That's what I heard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, thank you. Old Seoul, New Seoul. Yeah. Yeah. There's a river separating Old Seoul versus New Seoul. The river of Korea. Yes, 8.
I'm familiar with the term old soul, but I've never heard the term new soul.
What's an old soul? Enlighten us with the concept of old soul.
Well, it's not a Buddhist term. It's just a term people sometimes say when they think someone's been around longer than their years. You know, like someone seems to have maybe some more understanding or wisdom beyond their age.
Is that what you understand, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So old soul. So
That's
you
what
understand
that
more
means.
than you think.
Someone seems to have, like, you know, if there's a kid who seems to have more understanding about life or situations more than adult does, and they might say, "Oh, that you must be an old soul," meaning you came back. Basically, they're saying that without getting into the whole thing of reincarnation and all that stuff.
Oh,
Right.
right. Okay. What about new soul then?
I've never heard that term.
So in my opinion, like she nailed it with the old soul, and the new soul is well, that's a good one. Well, I remember the conversation we had with that one. In my opinion, I think that a new soul involves ¿cómo se dice?
¿Cómo se dice?
The innocence of a child, and because you know some children are born very innocent, and there's some children are born mischievous. So, in my opinion, like a mischievous kid has somewhat of an old soul, and a innocent child has a new soul, like pure innocence.
So, okay. I see. Interesting
It's just my
perspective. Okay, yes, 6.
Thank you, Master. Yeah, in the teachings of the new school, that all of these things that
What new school? Which school are we talking about?
we call it New Age. Sorry,
The New Age.
Yeah. So they
okay.
believe that an old soul is a soul that has been going through a lot of rebirths and has been going through a lot for many lifetimes. They also believe that the souls are they're producing and more and more. So there's new ones that they have 1 or 2 or 3 lifetimes instead an old soul that can have many, many more lifetimes.
And what's the difference between new and old?
The difference is that an old soul has been going through a lot of rebirths. As a new soul, it's just starting right now their path. So less.
So where does the new soul come from?
Master beat me to it. I don't know. That's just what they believe.
And no one asked them, where does the new soul come from? Okay, yeah. Can we submit that to the New Age people? Go for its question. How interesting, these people. I don't know where they pick up information from. Yeah? Go forth. No? No mas? Okay, that's the answer right there. If you have an old soul, you believe in old soul, and there's a new soul, then the question is what happened to the old soul from the new soul? When you have a new soul now, what happened to your old soul? You can answer that, then you have the answer to everything. And from a Buddhist perspective, that's just common sense, okay? Just smart aleck kind of question. if you ask a Buddhist perspective, we're going to ask you back, what is the soul to you? Chinese is huấn, yeah? Huấn. Vietnamese is hong. And what's Korean? Hun. See? Vietnam, okay? I mean, the Koreans are Vietnamese, I'm telling you. They let them. You will go back to Vietnam. You first go to Da Nang for vacation, and then... Okay, so what is the soul? The Chinese, what about in the Hispanic culture, what is the soul? Yeah, I think it's Western culture, no? What's soul? 6.
Thank you, Master. Well, in Colombia, we have like a very Catholic point of view. So for us, in Buddhism, will be like the 8th consciousness. Is that part of us that transmigrates and goes from one body to the next one?
Okay. Oh, okay. Good point. Okay. Here's how it works for me personally. It bothered me too. The concept of soul, because I learned it from Vietnam and from Chinese, and Master YongHua even explained about the concept of souls as well, somewhere in his lectures. And it went over my head. I couldn't understand it because it's Chinese, okay? But basically, here's what happens, is my advice to you. Soul is a concept that ordinary people bring up. In Buddhism, we don't use the word soul. Okay, we use the word other concept, but not soul. Okay, it's a secular kind of concept, and it's really it's very hard to make the connection between the concept of soul to consciousness, to thinking, to the Buddha nature. It's very, very difficult for us, okay? So what I advise you to do is, instead of worrying about the terminology of soul, whether it's in Vietnamese, whether in New Age, whether it's in English, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? All those people, if they believe in those things, that's fine, let them. If it helps them in their practice, in their view of the world, make them feel more comfortable and happier because of these concepts, nothing wrong with it, that's fine. But in Buddhism, we don't talk about soul, we talk about consciousness, we talk about wisdom, okay? We talk about the thinking mind, we talk about the true mind, but soul doesn't come into it at all. In other words, if you force me to give you make a connection between Buddhist concepts and the concept of soul, whether it's in Vietnamese culture or Colombia culture or Western culture, it's basically the soul is that intelligence inside of you, okay, that depending on the culture, depending on your individual preferences, they could have some morality in there, could have some intellectual part in there, okay? It's very hard there's no clear one-to-one translation, okay? And therefore, you listen to the word soul being used by others and non-Buddhist people, but you just nod your head and say, yeah, okay. It means something to you, it means something else to me, okay? In fact, between those people, between the non-Buddhist people, out there, ordinary people, when they talk about soul, to them, it's still not clearly defined when you think about it. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about soul. Again, if you talk to other people, non-Buddhists, then they mention the word soul, and you just nod your head. Yeah. It cleanses my soul, and you can then refer back to it cleanses my heart. makes me feel better, and all those things. That's what they understand. Okay, everyone can understand that. But from Buddhist perspective, we don't take the concept of soul because it's not what the Buddha taught. Buddha taught about other things. Okay, so again, in Buddhism, when people ask about soul, it's really not a Buddhist perspective. Well, in Buddhism, we use other concepts in order to help you open your wisdom and understand your true self. Okay, the soul is such a nebulous, so unprecise, and so confusing concept for people. Okay, for example, Master YongHua, my Chinese teacher, when he explained the Avatamsaka Sutra, he says, in fact, you look at closely. The Leng Yanzhou, the Shrangama Sutra. There's a section where he talked about the soul and about the spirits. He says, for example, each and every one of our mind, there's 7 spirits who are part of your soul, so-called soul, Hun, okay? And they live with us. They are part of our makeup, okay? And I have no idea what he's talking about, okay? And you know what? It doesn't matter, okay? So don't worry about the soul. So the short answer is, I don't know what soul is. I don't know how to explain it to you. But in Buddhism, we don't use that concept. We use other concepts to help you develop your wisdom. Because the soul concept that the worldly people use is confusing to them. It doesn't help them ultimately. All right? I hope it helps. All right. Third door number 3. Okay? And all these things. Delineation of meaning and principle, okay? Whatever it means. All right, this is Master YongHua's, Master Jing Liang's great wisdom, so let's jump right into it. It is already known that this sutra entirely belongs to the perfect teaching. What is not yet known is the delineation of the perfect meaning.
已知此经总属原教，未知原意分际如云何。
Okay, again, for the new people, okay, first of all, we got the translation from AI, from ChatGPT. Am I correct? Huh? No? From your own translation, 9?
We used AI, but then there's a group of us who had to go in and
To hack at it. Okay, it's called you hack AI. Very good. Okay, AI has a long way to go. No surprise about it. Okay, nothing surprising, and that's part of the fun. They save a lot of time, right? AI gave you a lot of translation. All you have to do is correct some of the things that are way off. In general, yes.
we had to read Master YongHua's explanation and try to make sense of it, and then make sense of it in English.
So you gave me 2 files, the slides file, and then there's translation file.
That was a ChatGPT direct translation, but we didn't really use it. But it was more for you to generate the commentary.
What about Master YongHua's? Is that his commentary translation?
The Chinese is Master YongHua's commentary.
There you go. That's all I want to know. You see, that's very helpful. For me, I need to reference where it comes from, where it came from, because we know that we want to learn from Master Jing Liang, who is a Huayan Pusa. He's a bodhisattva by the name of Flower Dorpin Mahasattva. Okay, so he specializes in this particular teaching of the Buddha, the most advanced teaching on the Buddha. So he's no ordinary person. He's a great bodhisattva, and for you to be able to understand this teaching, you are just something else. More to me, you have to be a Buddha, but I don't know. Okay, Otherwise, you would not want to be called, I am flower adornment bodhisattva. Okay. I say, no, don't do that to me. Okay. Vietnamese call yam thọ. What's yam thọ in English? You know, I haven't spoken Vietnamese for a long, long time, and now all these things came back. Yam thọ. Shortens your life. Okay? Shortens your longevity. Yam is reduce. Thọ is long life. Reduces your long life. Okay, my life is short already. I don't want any shorter. Has a lot of work that has to be done. Okay? And my dear master chose to leave early so that I can do it. Oh Lord, help me, don't let me be misunderstood. Okay, so this is good because we have the translation and we correct it, which is very good. And then we have Master Xiong's explanation in Chinese. This is fantastic. Okay, what a combination. And then we have AI to help the translation. So it's wonderful, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you all. Third door is called Delineation of Doctrine, where we distinguish the teachings, the profound teachings of the Avatamsaka Sutra, meaning the most profound wisdom teachings, or the wisdom in Buddhism of the world, if you will, of the entire universe. Thank you. Then you should look at me and say, why are you there? Okay. The character Ji means measure. Okay, now the point here is that it's called perfect teaching. Perfect teaching meaning that it should tell you the word perfect. It tells you that until you get to this point in the Buddha's career, okay, whatever he taught before was imperfect. Is it fair to say that? I know it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Buddha says, you know, boys and girls, I don't have much time left, therefore I need to give you perfect teaching. Before whatever happened before, forget it. Because it's imperfect. No, Buddha says, part of Buddhism is that I start with the teaching. It may not be perfect, but it's very helpful. But you want to know the truth? Is that now, let me tell you, whatever you learned before is good. Whatever you think you know, okay? It's not about Buddhism. It's for everyone. Whatever you think you know, whatever wisdom you think you arrived at, okay, will pale in comparison to what I'm about to teach you. And that's why I call it perfect teaching. And you know why? It's very important because this is what he taught to his highest level disciples or students, the Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Yes, sir, 6.
Emitofuo, Master. Back to the soul. Who is being crossed over if there is no soul in Buddhism?
That's a valid question, but a stupid one. Why is it so far? Sit close to someone so that I ask them to punch you. Okay. Next time, those of you, just in case, on Friday nights, bring in a few rocks. We have quite a few in front of the temple. Those white things here with sharp corners. Okay. So it's no soul who gets crossed over. Yeah? It's reasonable. Again, stupid, but reasonable. Master Z, so up to you now. I know you've been working hard all day, but it's no time to rest. So what he's trying to tell you is, who's going to save my soul? Right? Is it fair to paraphrase it that way? Or you are a lot more open-minded and says, who's going to save all of their soul?
Yeah, you make a vow, right? And to cross, when we transfer our merit, and so.
What does a vow say?
Learn all dharmas, cross over all beings.
What is it? Where is there a soul somewhere in there?
Well, I don't know what a being is outside of a soul.
So for you, being is a soul.
Yeah, because it's like this permanent thing.
There you go, Master C. I got started already. Now finish it. 1.
Yes, I think the answer right there was the beings. Why we put more concept into that system?
What he's saying is a very polite Vietnamese style. What a stupid thing to say. We just told you there's no soul. We don't use soul in Buddhism. And you bring it back again. Hey, Buddhist people, how are you going to save my soul? Is a fair way to paraphrase it, sir?
No, I just think I just don't understand what a living being is, I guess. If there is no soul, if it's just an aggregate, if we're all aggregates and have no self, and then we also want to go to, I just don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who's learning Dharma either.
Hey man, where were you? We've been here for half an hour, 40 minutes. Where have you been? Were you here? Were you here the whole time, the last 40 minutes?
No, I arrived 12 minutes late.
12 minutes late. We just explained to you. In Buddhism, we don't use the word soul because soul is so confusing to us. There's no really one-to-one mapping from soul in your language to Buddhist language. That's why we don't talk about soul in Buddhism. We talk about being. We talk about consciousness. We talk about a human being like you. We don't talk about your soul. Because your soul, yes, Master Z.
So I think the concept of the 5 scandals is explained more better than the word soul. So why bother to pay attention to soul?
There's no soul translation of soul into English. To Chinese or Vietnamese or Korean. It's in Buddhism, there's no such a thing. Why do you even bring it up? Didn't I make myself clear? We don't talk about soul in Buddhism. Yes, 8. And it's all the fault of Ruhan. Yes, 8.
I think having been raised Catholic and very devoutly for many, many, many years, the concept that we learn in Buddhism of the spirituality of what we've developed in our consciousness and all of that is so much deeper and more vast and pervasive than the concept of soul, which is kind of nebulous. And I would rather embrace something that has meaning for me personally than this general concept, which a lot of people in Western society talk about the soul a lot, but it just doesn't, it's not in any comparison to what we experience through our cultivation and all that. So I'd rather just put that aside and deal with something much more deeper and satisfying.
Okay? Or just for future reference, you can also bring a rubber band as well. There you go. Yes, go for it.
Hello again. So what gets reincarnated? Our consciousness?
Yeah, exactly. What happens is here, for your reference, because you started by using the word soul, and Z, when they use words like that, they don't know what they're talking about. We don't know what they're talking about. So what do? We back off. Say, oh no, we don't use the word soul. Okay, please ask your father. And you go home, say, Daddy, Daddy, what is soul? Okay, and go to your priest and say, Father, Father, what is soul? Those are authorities for us. We cannot engage. We won't engage in something that's not clear to them nor to us. Okay? And so what happens is actually it's not a soul, but it's actually something called consciousness. And consciousness in Buddhism, there are 8 different kinds of consciousnesses. That's your soul right there, you ask me. Your soul has 8 components. It's not just one. Okay? But it starts with 1. It's called 8. And when the 8th consciousness comes into you, then it morphs into 7 more. It will develop 7 more. But 8 is a core. So you force me to translate soul, connect soul with the Buddhist concept, it's 8th consciousness. But it's not quite the same as you Catholics understand it or taught. It's not the same at all. It's a lot deeper, a lot bigger. And that's why we can't explain it to you. Yes, it's everything. Okay? So that's why you have to be respectful of people where they came from. And they said, tell me about my soul, help me save my soul. And we understand what their purpose is, what they're talking about. But we can't really connect with them with the concept of soul versus Buddhist concepts. It's totally different. Okay? What you folks refer to soul, what ordinary people refer to soul, is something that refers to their spiritual side of their being. That's about it. So it's fuzzy, it's nebulous, it's invisible, and I commend them for even considering that. Okay, because for example, the scientists, okay, they would say, "There's no soul. What are you talking about? I can't measure soul, therefore I cannot exist." Okay, that's how limited. I'm sorry, Professor. That the professors are. Most professors are, okay? But soul for us, the soul for those people, for ordinary people, is something that is invisible, the spiritual side of their lives. And that's a good thing, okay? They're recognizing there's a physical side, there's the emotional side, there's the intellectual side. We're trying to tell all of you, ordinary people, there's also something called spiritual side. Life is that wonderful. Don't think you understand. The spiritual side is how profound you really are. It's only because your teachers who are so limited, they try to control you, they try to influence you. That's why they said the spirituality is hogwash, it's nonsense. Don't believe that, because your spiritual side is who you really are. You are a lot more fascinating, a lot more wonderful than the world can recognize in you. You're far better than that. Far more fascinating. And I want you to understand a concept, because the people you come into contact with, you have to be careful. If they insist on saying, "Oh, I don't see, I can't see, therefore I don't believe it," you know how limited they are, that's all. Don't push the envelope. Okay? It's only so far they can go. Doesn't matter who they are. Don't worry. They're scientists, they're geniuses, they're presidents, they're emperors and so forth. They have limitations. They may be a big shot in their small world, but the spiritual world is so vast. And why would you want to confine your life to something so limited? You're shooting yourself in the foot, that's all you're doing. It's up to you. We're not forcing you. Okay? If you allow yourself to open up your world to something called spiritual world, your life is so much richer, so much more interesting, so much more rewarding, and you can be so much happier. Case in point, the proof is that the Catholics, they taught the concept of soul. I heard that soul, it comes from the most Catholics I've been to, and look at what it did to them. It enriched their lives. It added a soul dimension to their lives. That's why they love what? Korean food. I mean, different spelling. Yes. 8.
Thank you, Master. You have a question here from Monk Life. Master, I have noticed you have publicly recognized levels of enlightenments, such as first stage, second stage, and third stage Arahat. While I don't fully understand what these terms mean, I'd like to ask, what is the importance of getting our level checked and recognized in our practice of cultivation?
Okay, good question. Thank you. I've been doing that for a few reasons. Number one reason, and I've got a lot of flack for it, a lot of criticism, especially from my peers. When I first started out, I started saying that already. I say, oh, you are 6 samadhi, you are first stage Arahat, you are 4th stage Arahat, you are first ground, and so forth. Is to tell you, to remind my peers that in order, and my students, in order to help students, okay, help people, you need to understand where they at. You must be able to recognize where they at. Because wherever you are, that's where your limitations are, or that's what's stopping you. So we're able to see where you are, then we know we'll be able to learn more about you, what's stopping you. Even 2 people at the same level, they get stopped at by different things that prevent them from moving on to the next level. Moving on next level means that you'll be happier, you'll be more accomplished as a human being. That's why. And we keep on. It's not just about level, it's about encouraging you. He says, you can be better if you would just allow yourself for that possibility. Okay? You can be better human being in all aspects of life, physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. That's the message. It's not about levels. It's about telling you that your being has more aspects in your life than the Westerners or the human knowledge or the scientists are so proud of their discoveries that they fail to understand the multidimensionalities of life. And that's why their lives is so narrow, so limited. I have an example, to me, I'm always fascinated by my professors in universities. These professors walk around, they're like this. In a world, you know what I'm talking about, professor? In the world themselves, they look at you, no, I'm not interested in you, you're so boring, you're so stupid. My world is so fascinating. I worry about all these equations, okay? All these computer modeling and AI and so forth nowadays, okay? And they're in a world by themselves, disconnected from reality. They They have no fun in life except going to the office and hide in the libraries. I saw the professor at 67 years old when I was a lot younger. They are full-time professors, okay? Full professors, like emeritus professors. And what they do with their lives, they hang out in libraries. And they're professors in physics. Now they want to go into chemistry. And then, and so forth. I said, why? I look at them and say, do you like to eat Chinese food or not? I bet you the answer is no. It's a waste of my time. If you like that, how are you going to make your wife happy because she likes Chinese food? How can you connect with people if all you know is you, your world, and everyone has to come to your world, or you can't talk to them? That's not smart. Okay? That's stupidity, you ask me. You may be very smart there, but you're so limited. You're so boring. Your kids don't like you. Their daddy is crazy. Mommy is incomprehensible. No feeling whatsoever. She looked at me and said, she never could tell me, Mommy loved you. I just want to hear from you, Mommy. Do you love me? I said, what are you talking about? Love so weak people. Stupid people. Okay? So that's why some professors, I saw some Nobel laureates, they believe in God. I said, wow, this guy has potential. That's great. Okay? So I'm trying to tell you that the spiritual life is another dimension of your life. Please do not neglect it. So that's why I talk to you about levels. Samadhi levels is actually, here's the thing that will be explained later somewhere in lectures I looked at recently. It says samadhi, your concentration or your level I'm talking about, is based on your morality. Yeah? Your samadhi, your concentration, your level 1A is actually equivalent to a certain level of goodness. Okay? When you get there, okay, you will open your wisdom. And wisdom is what makes you happy or give you access to another side of your life where you will be happier. Why you look at me like that? Okay? So this is why you're doing this. He said, this is why I'm doing. I did it. I said, you're at this level because it's a reminder that the teachers, number one, teachers should try. The better teachers should recognize levels, and they need to learn how to help people understand if you're a certain level because you have some issues that's stopping you from moving on. We need to understand it, okay, to help them, okay? And number two, encouragement for you to move on because don't get stuck. Life can be better for you. It can be better and better. Do not limit yourself. Do not shortchange yourself. Okay? Do not believe those professors and so-called experts and say, no, don't believe anything until you see it, until you have facts. You're too limited to understand facts. Facts is a lot more than just things you can see or hear or measure. Facts have to do with your intuition. Yeah? How come you women can sense that men are attracted to you? That's a fact. How do you measure that? And how these people say, no, you can't measure, therefore it's nonsense. It's your superstition, your imagination. These people are limited. Okay? It's okay. Don't criticize them. Let them be. Yes, 8.
Thank you, Master.
8 is a very lucky number in Chinese.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Lucky you. Yeah.
So far, I'm lucky. Just for now.
Just for tonight. I will go get a lottery ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a follow-up question from Monk Life. Says, if possible, where can one properly learn about these stages? Thank you.
When you become a teacher, you will eventually, hopefully, you understand the importance of that, and then you will learn. Okay. If you ask, that means that you are not a teacher. Okay, and your teacher did not prepare you at all for becoming a teacher. I'm preparing my students become teachers so that I started 20 years ago. I started telling people of their levels, okay? And my peers who could not tell people's levels started criticizing me immediately, okay, citing my teachers and so forth. Yeah. So, very limited disciples of my teacher. Okay. All right. So you naturally, in our small world, it's my hope that my students will be able to recognize more and more accurately the levels. Will happen naturally. It happened to be, by the way, if you asked, it happened to be one spiritual penetration. I'm not going to tell you which, because I don't teach spiritual penetrations. All right, go Forest.
Hello, Master.
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Oh, hello, Master. What is the difference between morality and virtue?
Morality and virtue. What's the difference? Let me see. Go ahead, explain morality and virtue. And you know what the answer is going to be immediately? I don't know. Go ahead, surprise me. Go ahead, we want to hear it. Number 2, what is the answer?
Different. I don't know.
Can you see it now? What I have to go through? I put these people in some places, I call this is Vice Abbot, this is so-and-so, and people come and you are Vice Abbot, wow, you must have wisdom. Can I ask you something? And the answer is, I don't know. Don't ask me. I hate it when people put pressure on me. Anyone can help her out? Difference between morality and virtue. Yes, Colombia.
Thank you, Master. Morality is to be good, don't do anything bad, don't do bad. And virtues is to help others.
Virtues to help others. Morality is don't do bad. Okay, do good. Okay, that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Morality is a clear delineation between right and wrong. Okay, and the best way that you can confirm for yourself, even though you know, instinctively you know that's what's right and what's wrong. In Buddhism, Buddha has a clear definition, much more precise definition of right versus wrong. In particular, furthermore, it's also their exceptions as well. Okay, for example, there are times where it's clear that by it's right versus wrong, black and white. Okay, but in sometimes there's gray. It's called exceptions. where it's not quite right, it's not quite wrong either. Okay, but we let it go this time, for example. Okay, so that's so in Buddhism, especially for monks, we need to know. We need to eventually learn that clear those cases. So that's why in our little world, my teacher never taught us precepts or moralities. He taught us general principles, but he didn't go into the exceptions, the gray zones. Okay, so that's why eventually, okay, you guys are okay, but eventually for next generation, if you want to deepen or broaden the foundation of Buddhism, you need to start going into the Vinaya, which is the rules of morality. Okay, we're looking for such people. Okay, right now, your generation, third generation, you're too busy. I will keep you very, very busy. We have so much work to do, so little support, so few resources. If I had a lot more resources, in terms of manpower, in terms of other resources, we should be doing a lot more, okay, for your sakes and for your children's and grandchildren's sakes. Someone has to do it. If you want to help your children, your future generation, your country, your culture, okay, this is it. That's how big it is. And I'm not blowing smokes up your rear end, okay? It's true because that's what happened. I'm saying this because this is what happened in China. The great emperors, Chinese emperors back then, they brought Buddhism. They said Buddhism will be a national asset. So they sent monks to India, and they got the Indian teachings, brought them back to China, and spent a lot of resources building temples, sponsoring the translation of sutras, and so forth. And because of that, the Chinese culture is extremely profound. Personally, it's the most profound in all Asian cultures. All the other Asian cultures, okay, they are only derivatives of the Chinese culture. Vietnam, Korean, and so forth. Because the Chinese culture happened to be very profound because a lot of bodhisattvas and mahasattvas came to China and brought the level of Buddhism, this is my personal opinion, from Indian level to Chinese level, higher, if you ask me. Because the schools of Buddhism in India, to me, are more limited than the Chinese schools of Buddhism. It's not about names, folks. You give me someone who showed me your understanding, like Jin Liang, like Master YongHua, like the Sixth Bay Tract, and I say, yeah, that's Buddhism I want to learn. I don't care about names or labels, okay? Don't be stuck on that, folks. But ultimately, let me tell you the truth. Ultimately, they're all Vietnamese. Got that? That's from my Vietnamese master. He says, the Sixth Bay Tract, actually Vietnam. I believe him. God save his soul. Okay? Yeah. So how did we go into China and Vietnam? What's the context again? I forgot. I don't know. Yeah, 6.
We're talking about the difference between morality and ritual.
People erroneously accuse me of sidetrack, getting digressing and getting lost. It's so untrue. I know where I'm at. With your help. Yes, go first.
So I had an answer for the difference between morality and virtue, and then I had a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So I think morality is about not hurting yourself, not hurting others, and virtue is about putting yourself aside to benefit others.
Very practical. Morality is not hurting yourself. There's wisdom there. Let me look at his level. Oh, wait a minute. That's surprising to me. Say, is that you, the same guy I saw last week? That's so clever. It's so beautiful. Morality is stop hurting yourself. I agree. You're only hurting yourself if you live an immoral life. It's so true. And what about virtue?
Putting yourself aside to help others, to benefit others.
So you invade Iran to benefit others. I put aside myself, okay?
What about your small self?
I invade your neighbor, Venezuela, to benefit others. That's virtue.
I don't know. No, yes, I don't know.
What about solidarity? Okay, the first part, the first half is darn good. Second half is kind of, needs more work. No, it's true. Virtues, what is morality and virtue? Morality is morality is basically, if you want the precise definition of morality, okay, is don't do evil, do all good. And virtue is help everyone. Okay, that's what you learn in Vinaya school. Morality, Vinaya is basically three things. Precepts actually three things. Do no evil, do all good, and help everyone. The help everyone, oh, not this finger. Help everyone. See, in Western culture, we have a lot of limitations. No evil, do all good, do no evil, do all good, and help everyone here, okay? This one here, okay, is actually part of morality. I need to learn this. It's a new sign, okay? March forth and prosper, what is it? Mr. Park, okay? Now it's morality is like this. Okay. Listen to more Dharma instead of saying, I don't know. It's, okay, so you got that? I hope it helps. Any other questions? What is your question, sir?
So I started reciting Great Strength Bodhisattva's name.
Why?
I just want to know.
Why?
I just feel some kind of attraction to him. And I got tired of reciting Medicine Master Buddha's name. Like I just wasn't attracted to it anymore. And now that Great Strength, like I like it.
It's sacrilegious. Did you hear what he just said? Our temple is built upon Medicine Master Buddha Dharma. And he says, I'm get bored. It's like you go to a church and you say, I don't believe in God. I'm tired of God. Okay, and you chose Great Strength Bodhisattva because not One Yin Bodhisattva, not Earth Star Bodhisattva. You're going to go to hell, man. And Great Strength Bodhisattva. Why? Why Great Strength Bodhisattva?
Because there was a Dharma talk where you said that he doesn't like to draw attention to himself. And I think you also said that no matter what kind of problem you have, mental, everything, that he can he can solve it. He can figure it out. And I was attracted to that. I liked it.
Wow. You know when I said that? Do you know when I said that? I still remember this. Is it before your time? Did you remember I said that? Before, right? You heard it before? When? No! Hey, you over there. How long ago did you hear that? Huh? Lu Mountain Temple era. That's right. Not a few years ago, sir. At least over 10 years ago. And this guy still listens to old stuff. Impressive. Yeah, because when I started teaching Pure Land, I didn't know what to explain to you. So I said, let me tell you, give you a few tidbits that Master Shah did not go into. So that's how I started. I caught your attention. Okay, try to impress you. That's all. So that's why you said, okay, so now since Master YongHua says Great Strength Bodhisattva is a handyman, whatever Amitabha Buddha has problems with, and Wanyi Bodhisattva has no time for it, he calls Great Strength and says, here, you fix it. Here, you fix it. And that's why Great Strength Bodhisattva never bothered learning a Dharma. He's just working all day. Huh? No, but that was not the first time. First time is a long, long time ago. Because we used to do things like Wanyin Bodhisattva birthday, and one day we said, Great Strength Bodhisattva birthday. I didn't know what to say. There's not much about Great Strength Bodhisattva. Anyway, so we decided Great Strength Bodhisattva. See, I got sidetracked. And what is your point, sir?
I just want to know if we can share more about him.
I just give you the answer. I don't know anything about him. I told you, Great Strength Bodhisattva, Dharma door is different from Wanyin Bodhisattva. Wanyin Bodhisattva, he says, hey everyone, I'm Wanyin. Pray to me. I will come and help you. Okay? You got that? You in trouble? Call Wanyin, Wanyin will come. This is why you don't understand. The gentleman in Go First doesn't quite understand. You can call Wanyin and she'll come. Okay, not just Great Strength. Great Strength Bodhisattva Dharma door is different. Wanyin Bodhisattva Dharma door, for example, he says, when you are suffering, you're in pain, you're suffering, and you can't take it. You can call Wanyin and she'll come and help you, for sure. If she gets to hear you, call her. Okay? Great Strength is different Dharma doors. Great Strength is that, typically, Great Strength is, he puts out fire. Okay? He's not like Batman, where when there's a problem, the Gordon Commissioner would project this light, what's that called, like skylight, searchlight into the sky, and then there's a Batman, a bat kind of image, and then Batman, and then hop on his car and go to save. To the commissioner to save, okay? It's not like that at all. That's not Great Strength. Great Strength is that even if you blow up, it says, Great Strength Bodhisattva. He's not saying, that's not me. Nah. His Dharma door is to put out fires for the Buddhas. You don't get to see him, man. So it has been working for you? You recite Great Strength Bodhisattva, does it help?
Yes, I don't know if it's because I feel like my samadhi improved recently, or if it's the name. I feel like it's a little bit the name because I feel like I don't lose interest in reciting the name. For some reason, I like it, and like at work, I have a position right now that is busy, and I feel like I can still kind of recite it, and I'm surprised a little bit, to be honest.
And the busy, and how does reciting his name help? I'm trying to get more information here.
Because this is one of the most attention-demanding positions that I had at my job, and
the current job or no job?
No, I have a new job too. I have 2 jobs now, but at Costco. I'm talking about Costco. And then, so I start thinking. So
is this a promotion or just more work because they laid off people?
So I'm working in the self-checkout area. We used to have 6 kiosks. Now we have 12. And supposedly the general manager put me there. He elected me. So I don't know if it's good or bad. I think it's good. That's what they told me. I'm not sure.
Is there a raise?
No, just
no, it's
I
not
get
a promotion. Forget it. Okay, so whenever you're in trouble, you recite Great Strength Bodhisattva. Is that it? Is the point?
So other positions, I don't have so much high demand for my attention, so I get to false think all day, and I could just get away with focusing sometimes. But here, I got to focus all the time. So when I start worrying about this, worrying about that, I start reciting, and it's been kind of working for me.
How does it work when you worry and you recite his name? How does it help?
Because I feel like I'm ready to stop letting go of my worries. So I feel like I have something that I like to focus on instead of my worry.
Okay.
Trust.
I'm sorry, time is up. I'm being reminded. So much pressure. Okay. Okay. Fair question. Let me explain to you. If it works for you, stick with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And it's not a whole lot of information about Great Strength Bodhisattva because he's very low key. He doesn't want us to talk about it. So that Dharma door there is that if you happen to recite his name and it's useful to you, keep reciting. And you put your concentration, you concentrate more and more on his name, you get more out of it. That's the main thing. Okay? That's all you need to know. There's no need, it's not about knowing more. It's about doing more of it. Okay? That's good enough. And eventually, things will become clearer. All right? All right. See, this is, thank you for asking the question. This is the point about Buddhism. We have so many Dharma doors. You have so many bodhisattvas that you can choose one and you cultivate that Dharma door, you get some responses. Okay? It's not necessarily limited to Great Strength, One Yin, or Medicine Master Buddha, or Amitabha Buddha. It's about so many Dharma doors, and you should try them all. Okay? That's part of the fun of the discoveries. Okay? Keep an open mind and try them. All right? Okay. That's all we have for you tonight. Thank you.